Sunday marking 22 years since the Santana High School shooting took the lives of 2 people, injured 13 others. Do you know since the beginning of this year we've had 80 mass shootings? So we need to be prepared just in case something like this happens in our community. We have Sergeant Mike Cruz with San Diego County Sheriff's Department. Staggering numbers. Really just jaw-dropping when you think about it, Sergeant. It's time for us to start thinking about, should this happen here? How are we going to prepare? What can we do? You guys are out here in our back lot getting us ready, keeping us safe. Walk us through what you guys are doing out here today and how you guys can help us out.
Absolutely. First, thank you for having me. And what we want to talk about is what the Sheriff's Department is doing to prepare for these type of events. So one of the things that I've done is I've looked at our training policies and our procedures and worked on updating our protocols and our responses so we can be faster, more efficient and safer. The other things that we've done is we've worked with our school districts and our clergy in our local area so that we can be familiar with their protocols and what their procedures are for lockdown, what their escape routes are, and knowing what their campus layouts look like. So heaven forbid, if we ever have to get there, it's not the first time that we're seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned places of worship, schools. I mean, we've seen movie theaters, we've seen grocery stores.
Yes.
You guys have to prepare for a lot of different situations. Guys, we've seen since the beginning of the year, this can really happen anywhere. Let's talk about this this door here. You guys have some examples for us on what we can do, some tips for us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So one of the things that we advocate in San Diego County is run, hide, fight.
Okay.
The idea is that if you can get away from the danger, we want you to run as far away as fast as you can. And as soon as it's safe to do so, call 911.
Okay.
If you can't run away, then you're in a position where we need you to hide. And things like barricading a door is going to help you increase your odds of success.
Okay,
so,
and there's certain ways to do that to have the best results.
Absolutely. So on a door like this particular door actually opens out towards us.
Okay.
So on a door like this, something we'd want to consider is using a chair to barricade.
Okay.
And we have a chair here where we can see, in this particular case, trying to wedge this door under the doorknob may not work. But another method that people don't always think about is taking this door and actually putting that right in the handle.
Oh, sure.
So that it barricades the door and pins against the frame.
Interesting. Okay, so that's helpful. Is there anything that people can do if they come across face-to-face or if someone comes in close vicinity with an active shooter?
Absolutely. That's our last resort, but if we don't have any other choice, then we get into fight.
Okay.
If somebody were to open this door, if they defeated all of our methods as far as securing this door, well, now we have an opportunity where we have to fight a suspect to prevent them from harming us. And the more people that join in on that, the better, because that increases, again, our odds of success.
Yeah, I noticed this up here too. This is something that you can do if you're in a situation. What do we got up here?
So up here, if you look at this hinge, this is an auto return. And working with something like this, we use everyday items, a belt, a tie that can tie that off and secure it, and that'll prevent this door from opening. Other things that you may have in your office that you haven't thought about is the Ethernet cable from behind your computer.
Huh.
That's another thing that you can use.
Oh,
Same
for
thing.
up here. Okay,
Just
so wrap it around that.
Or tie it off on the handle against something else on the wall, and that'll secure that in place.
I noticed you have a tie, you have a belt. A lot of people may be wearing that in the office place or a school setting.
Just common everyday
Whatever
items.
you can find. Okay.
Absolutely.
Anything we can do, we only have about 30 seconds left. Anything we can do to prevent something like this from happening, maybe get you guys involved or have you guys check out the campus? Or?
Absolutely. Right over here we have our Crime Stoppers posters, so you can call those numbers and anonymously, and you can call the Sheriff's Department if you have any concerns with your co-workers or students that may be acting differently or behaving differently. And that way what we tell people is, if you see something, say something.
If you're a business in town, just have a plan. Right, and if you don't know how to come up with a plan, the Sheriff's Department's so good at knowing how to keep you and your staff protected. You guys will walk them through some ideas and plans.
Absolutely. If you go to the Sheriff's website, you can find your local station or substation, and you can make a request, and we will actually come out there. I may come from my unit or a designee, and we will actually run you through training for run, hide, fight, and teach you how to better prepare yourselves in the event of an active shooter.
Sergeant, thanks for keeping us safe. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And thanks for everything you do in the Sheriff's Department.